So now we're looking at baseline assessments, why, and blood work. You're probably thinking there's a lot of things have been discussed and looked at here before we've even considered looking at nutrition or workout plans. They are one of the last things that we will implement because they are going to be the solution or the things that help you achieve whatever your goal is. First of all, we need to learn about you and understand everything. And one of the things I like about baseline is something I never done. I'd done some measurements around different body parts, but I never looked at things like blood tests. I never looked at medicals. I never looked at all these different things you can look at to ensure I was fit and healthy before I went on my journey. About 6 or 7, maybe 8 years into my journey, when I was really training serious, that's when I first realised that there was multiple things I was doing which was directly affecting my health. Now at these times I was very fit, I felt very healthy, my performance in the gym was incredible. Some of my lifts when measured online, some of the tracking apps, was in the top 97, 98% for my weight and age at that time. Your performance is not a great indicator of how healthy you are. How healthy you are can affect your performance. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that you can be very high performing, but inside have damage to your organs, have poor digestion, a lot of things that are not going right that you should really address. That is why we're going to go on to baseline assessments and blood work. At the start, we've already discussed body composition and lifestyle assessment. They do form a baseline. Some of the criteria, we will keep that. The other things we want to be looking mainly is blood work. So if you get your blood work done, you can look at one of the advanced sports blood work, which will look at everything from your hormone levels, it will look at your iron levels, it will look at cholesterol, it will look at your red and white blood cells, it will look at your kidney health, your liver health. There is many other things that this looks at that is so important to make sure that they are all in check. The reason this is important is because once you start on your fitness journey, there is many things that you will do that could become quite extreme. And even if they don't, you want to know that when you do start doing something, that you're already fit and healthy. So anything that we do after that may directly impact that. We can adjust it and go back to baseline all the time. If the baseline is not healthy, then we fix that before we start exercising and before we start introducing different nutrition plans. We need to know what the baseline is so we have something to calibrate from, something to go back and measure against. So when we do start training, depending on what your goals are, every 3 to 6, even yearly, depending on your financial situation, depending on your own beliefs, we would be looking to redo these blood tests, redo these tests. They're very simple tests that can be done online with a quick sample. They are very important and they're very good indicators of how things are going. So how we will use these baselines. If we introduce something to your diet and you feel it's not working, we will then check your baseline to see what has changed. If you feel that after training and doing all these different things that you're noticing unusual health symptoms or something doesn't feel right, we can then go back and look at your baseline and we can get the next blood test taken and see where the difference lies. There is multiple other tests that can be taken, which I'm not going to focus too much on just now because for the everyday gym goer and athlete, they are not often used. However, the more tests you perform at your baseline and have as much data as possible provides better information to work from. I think blood work being a minimum and anything else on top of that would be even better.